Hey everybody and welcome back. My name is Alex and today we're going to start playing Fallout New Vegas. And if you remember in some of my other videos I did mention that I was going to start playing this game, and I'm finally getting to it, mainly because I've been trying to decide how to play this game. Because there's so many quests, so many missions, I'm probably just going to jump right in and play as if I'm playing on my own and just record it for all you to see. I know this game is pretty old, but still doesn't take away the fact that this is a very great game. It's actually one of my favorite Fallout games. It even led me to go to the city of Las Vegas just to see all the different locations in the game and try to see the real life counterparts and just enjoy the game a little more. With that said, let's jump right in. This video shouldn't be too long, it's just going to be the setup video and then we'll jump into the game in the next episode. So let's start. We're going to do a new game. Yes. I had to skip the little intro video mainly because it's using a song that is copyrighted, and the last thing I want is to get a copyright claim. So yeah, I'm gonna try not to give much of the information away from the game as to what's going to happen. I'll try to play as if it's the first time I'm playing. But this is the Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition, which comes with a bunch of expansion packs. So yeah, you're gonna get this a lot.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
So
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
So before we actually continue with creating my character, which I'm really not going to do much, I'm actually going to adjust the sound settings. I'm going to turn the radio all the way down because there is some music that I really don't want to get any copyright claims on. Voice is going to go all the way up. And most of the background music, I'll just keep it down low. And back. That should be it.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered.
So we're just going to jump right over to hair, and we're going to click done. I don't really like fixing my character. I usually like to leave my character stock. Even with Fallout 4, I left the character as he came out of the box or something. Out of the... Basically, I don't change the character at all. I leave him the way he is.
Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Alright, so I'm not really going to be messing around with all my special skills. I only have 5. And most of them I'm going to use with strength and luck. Because it helps with your critical, and strength will allow you to carry more. So probably 8, 7... Actually, I'm going to have 7 and 7. And then for my charisma, I'm going to have that at 6. I'll give that a try. I did do one playthrough on my PlayStation 3. I have this game for PlayStation 3. And I did do a playthrough with luck all the way up and everything else normal. I can't really remember how that went because the game kept crashing.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn a dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Now, for all of these interactions with the characters, I will be reading out the choice I'm going to make, just so it sounds a little more immersive. So, cat.
House.
Shelter.
Night.
Campfire.
Enemy.
Crush.
Light.
Heavy.
Mother.
Caretaker.
Okay. Now, I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Strongly agree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Strongly agree.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
Strongly disagree.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Strongly disagree.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Strongly agree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
I'm going to say a chemical reaction.
Okay. How about this one?
It's some piece of space-age technology.
Last one.
A bearded man.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Now we get to select our skills. I'm not going to be selecting energy weapons yet, mainly because I won't be using any energy weapons at least till I get to the city of New Vegas. Maybe sooner, but for now I won't be needing them. Instead, I'm going to use speech, explosives, and I would say repair, but I'd rather buy a new gun than repair one. And lockpick. Yeah, I think, no. We're going to do barter, because we can always get good deals on things that are for sale with these settings here. So we're going to click on done.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
And I could choose up to 2 traits. The first one I'm going to choose is Wild Wasteland. I did enjoy playing the game with Wild Wasteland as my perk because it gave me a few extra things to do. And let's see. I'm going to do Hoarder because it gives me 25 extra pounds of carry weight, but I suffer a -1 to all my attributes at any time my weight is below 160. Which should be almost never since I'm always going to be carrying stuff. So I guess that's it.
Alright, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Now after I'm done here, I'm going to loot this place up from all... It has different like things here that you can take, but not yet. Like stim packs and doctor's bags and stuff like that. Stuff you really don't get till later in the game.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
Thanks for patching me up.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sonny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
I'm not going to go for hardcore core mode. So I'm just going to deselect that. But we're going to loot... There we go. We're going to loot his place because he has cool things in his place. The Foot Locker's empty, but if you come over here, you do get stim packs. Here in the first stage box, you get dirty water. The empty Foot Locker. Yeah. Pork and beans. And some sugar bombs. We're going to take all this food because we might need it later. And then some stim packs and Rad-X. And this is going to be it for this episode. Yes, it's a short episode, mainly because I just wanted to get set up, but I'm not sure if I should upload this video in my display's native resolution, 2560 by 1440, or should I downscale it to 1080p and upload it in 60 frames per second. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Maybe you know, since the video, by the time you're watching it, it's already been uploaded. But I'm just going to go ahead and finish looting his house. I think there is a room in here with a lot of really cool stuff in it, but I can't seem to find it. It's been a while since I've been in here. I think it's in here. No, we don't got nothing there. We got some energy cells and a laser pistol. I should have gotten that energy weapons perk, but oh well. No, we don't need the medical brace. We have the stim pack, Rad-X. Some more anti-venom. We are going to need that. Stim packs. We don't need the hammer or anything. Let's see what's in the gun case. Oh, we just came in here. Yeah, I guess that's it. And then you do have a chemistry station back here, which you can use. We have some blood packs, or a blood pack. There appears to be enough chemical components to make a small quantity of chems, but you do need science of 25 or greater, so we're just going to leave that alone. We'll be back for this, and there's a broken terminal there, but that's it. Oh, there's a doctor's bag. You get that doctor's bag right there. Once we're done here, I'm just going to leave. We don't need that. Today's Physician. It's a book. It's actually a magazine which allows you to, or gives you certain perks. So let's see what it gives me. Perks. No, it's not in perks. It's in items. If you want to read that, pause and read, but close. We don't need this guy, so I guess I can drop that. Aid. Today's Physician. It gives me a med plus 10, so I guess it does do something. So we're going to go to skills. And we should have for medicine a plus 10, or I don't know. I never really found use to those books. But I just carry them around because it does. There are some that give you perks. Laser weapons and regular weapons and sneaking and other kinds of stuff like that. But I guess we're done here. I'm not really going to loot all this junk. I could loot it and then sell it to one of the traders out there in the world, but I'm not going to. Not yet, at least until I need caps. But now we're making our way out to Goodsprings. I actually may visit Goodsprings one day. It's actually on the way to Las Vegas. And then all my different expansion packs that came with the game that I bought are just loading up. But for now, we're going to talk to Victor over here, because I believe if you don't talk to him now, he just disappears.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thanks for digging me out of the grave.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How did you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. So I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Do you know who these men were who attacked me?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
How'd you end up in Goodsprings?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
I've never seen a robot like you.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Goodbye.
Happy trails!
And Victor, the image on his face, is actually based on a character in Las Vegas. I believe he's on Fremont Street now. His name is Vegas Vic, if you want to look up a picture of him. And it's a neon sign that's a cowboy. And he actually moves, I think, his arms and his legs or something. And here's another notification about one of the expansion packs. But we're going to be using Victor's shack as our main base for now. Mainly because Victor's shack here, no one gets in it, no one gets out of it except the player. And since Vic is your friend, he's lending it to you, indirectly. But we can go inside. There is some stuff in here you can loot. And there's a radio here which is turned down for safety's sake. I don't want to get copyrighted, but here's some rounds and stuff. You can use this place to store things. No one's going to take all this stuff because, of course, Victor doesn't really come in here. Instead, I'm going to go to sleep, and that'll be the end of this episode. So thank you all for watching. See you all in the next episode.